Hi, I'm your host Steven, and I welcome you back to the Round Table. Today I'll be talking about the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Now, this movie has been getting rave reviews since the get-go. I saw it this weekend. I'm still processing this thing. I think I set myself up for something that is going to blow my mind, and it does in a way. This is a super multi-genre movie where it's 70s, 80s, sci-fi meets The Raid thrown into the Jackass movie, and then Avengers Endgame happens. So if you can wrap your head around that, that's what I'm doing right now. You'll get this movie. This is based on, it's a story of a laundromat owner played by Michelle Yeoh, famous for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and she's in Star Trek Discovery, who's overwhelmed with life. She has to run this laundromat. Her father's, who never approved of her running away with Ki Hai Kwan, and if you don't know him, if he looks familiar, Short Round from Indiana Jones, and he's also from the Goonies. I think that character's name is Data. Don't quote me on that one. But he is from the Goonies and Temple of Doom. So it's been a long time, and they're husband and wife dealing with a daughter who's, her sexual preferences are not traditional Chinese or whatever, and so there's friction. Michelle Yeoh plays very uncaring because she's overwhelmed with the business, and she's getting the IRS on her, and then she's getting audited, and it's by Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know where to start. Everybody on here, every time I think, and then there's Stephanie Sue, who plays the daughter. Every time I think, yeah, no, this is a great performance, then I go, oh no, what? This is a great performance. The performances are stellar. Everybody here has put their best work, especially, Ki Hai Kwan, who hasn't done movies in, God, 30 years. It's like he's never missed a beat. He's like, everybody's phenomenal. I give him that much. The acting is great. The story about a multi-dimensional entity that's coming to destroy everything. And Michelle Yeoh's character, Evelyn, is the only one that can stop her. So she travels from dimension to dimension, taking their memories and their abilities and use it to fight this evil. And the evil who looks like her daughter. Right? So kind of playing the mother-daughter friction, into a sci-fi genre. That's what I took it as, and how all our choices affect different things. It's interesting, as grounded as this movie is about multi-dimensional travel. It's outrageous at the same time. I mean, the way you do it, you have to do like weird things to access the ability to do this, like putting your shoes on the wrong way, to shoving something. Some statues don't look like statues, and you go, that'd be like a plug. They use that joke. They really do. Not sure I like that part, but it's something, you can't unsee once you see it. The fight scenes are amazing. One of the fight scenes, though, with those statues put in a strategic place, looks like The Raid meets the Jackass movies. Wrap your head around that one. This movie takes a lot from the audience. I think a lot of people love it because it does push your limits. Calling it a masterpiece that I'm hearing, I don't know about that one yet. That one, I think I have to watch another couple of more times, because I sat there at one point like going, what am I watching? I mean, it's good because it's pushing you. I'm not taking anything away from the comic book movies or, anything else. Recently, everything is comic book movies. So I think this is getting such a buzz because it is different. It is similar to, like, I guess, Avengers Endgame, where they're traveling, in dimensional things, and or the Matrix kind of thing. But it's done with regular folk, so they don't look like perfect. They don't have fantastic hair, even though they've been through a fight. They look like they've beaten the crap out of each other, and they look it, and they're tired, and they're frustrated, and they're broken. And I think that's what I think. Seeing this different take on it, or a take we haven't seen in, God, 20 years, 30 years, is refreshing for a lot of the. I see a lot of the younger reviews saying, "Oh, it's a massive. I've never seen anything like." If you've been around as long as I have, you've seen it. It's just it hasn't been done in a long time. So masterpiece, in my opinion, is a stretch. Is it? You're going to remember this movie because you haven't seen anything like this in a long time. Because we're so used to now superhero movies that anything that's out of that norm now, people go, oh my God, you know. And I think that's what a lot of people thought. You know, this is going to be a superhero movie, and it's not. It is. It's a superhero of the everyday person trying to find resolution, trying not to, you know, you got to focus on the present, you know, as opposed to going to the past, because you don't live the moment, you know. So I think that's one of the messages on there too. A lot of it is being, you know, plugged in all the time, and how you lose reality, or how you create your own different reality. I think there's a lot of message in the movie, and I think that's what's great about it. And it does jump from genre to genre, from, you know, Japanese, Chinese, whatever, fight sequences to the Jackass Incorporation. You know, like I said, we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. So I think that's where it's getting the buzz from. But the thing is, it's grounded, and the performances, as wacky as some of the scenes are, how unbelievable. Like, I mean, you gotta, you know, pee your pants to access the next multiverse, you know. They do it with such, you believe them. And everybody's strong. Everybody in this movie is doing a bang up job. And I think that's what saves this movie from being like, this could have really gone another way. So that being said, I don't think it's a masterpiece in my opinion, although I think I need to watch it again. I know once that I kept thinking, and that's a good thing when you keep thinking about this movie, like, oh, you know, like, so now I'm like, every moment before I did this review, first I said Michelle Yeoh is the star of this movie. She holds this all together. Then I'm saying it's, you know, Ki Hai Kwan, because he's the heart of the family. He doesn't, you don't think he does much, but it's these little things that he does that add up at the end, and you see, and he has a scene. Then it's the daughter by Stephanie Su, who goes through this range of emotions as both the evil person and her daughter, or in both. They're interchangeable. She goes through a range of emotions that you sit there, wow, I don't know how she pulled that off. Every scene is believable. So every time I think and then Jamie Lee Curtis, amazing. Everybody's in there is good. So, you know, so every time I started doing a review, I kind of said, you know, star of this movie is, and now I can't say anything. They're all like, you can't pick one. You can't, because everybody has a moment and multiple moments to shine. So you're kind of going, you can't pick one anymore. So I can't. It is original in a sense that we have not seen something like this in a while back. Masterpiece again. I'm going to go against the grain, against the critics, and I'm going to say it's not a masterpiece. I don't think so. Is it a good movie? Yeah, I think so. It pushes you to think way after the movie. I'm still not convinced it's a masterpiece, because some of the humor is a little outrageous and may turn people off. Like I said, the awards that look like that should goes, you know, some awards you've seen, I said it goes up somewhere. They do that. So if you're not comfortable with that, and they do a fight scene with that happening, you're not gonna like it. It's like some of the humor is outrageous, and it might turn you off. I think the film runs about 10 minutes too long. I know at the end I was like, okay, wrap this up. And that's what I have to say about it. Great movie in a sense that we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. But I think it's because we haven't seen that, not necessarily that it is a master, because I think I've seen better. I'm just trying to figure out which one yet. But it is good, and I give him kudos for trying to push the envelope. That this is not a hero movie. It is a hero movie, but not a superhero. It is a superhero movie, but not the superhero movies that we've seen. It's not Marvel or DC. So move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Sorry. So that being said, I recommend it if you're going there with an open mind. Prepare that this is going to throw everything in the kitchen sink in this movie. So it's not your standard fare. And if you don't like things going up certain areas of your body and having fights with them. Oh yes, and I forgot this. I think people have been talking about the hot dog fingers. I'm not sure I like that, those scenes, and especially when they're biting them and kind of stuff comes out. Very phallic on that one. I didn't go along with that one. Other than that, this is an original film in a sense that we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. If you're into that, if you really want to push your limits of film, I recommend this. Because bottom line though, the acting itself is phenomenal. So this is Steven from the Round Table, asking you to hit the like button. In any dimension, just come back and hit the like button. Subscribe to us. Let us know what you think. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on this film. So let me know what you think. Maybe am I off base? Maybe I just wasn't in the mood. Maybe the hype just got to me and I was expecting... when you hear masterpiece, everybody has a different criteria to what a masterpiece is. It didn't fall in that category for me. But it's a very good film on its own. So that's being said, again, we'd love to hear from you. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Let us know what you think. And if you head to the other multi-dimension, get me the winning numbers for the lottery for this one. So, you know what I mean? Come on. All right? Take care. Live the dream. I'm going to say it.